And welcome another episode of Coach Keyton Crawford here on the Crawford Podcasting Network. Kerry Keyton trying to keep his hands warm because he's cold. Put a
Freezing.
hat on. This is what I wear in the house all the time, man. It's kind of like my, ear thing. Got to block M. It's all about the M. Keeps me warm, keeps my head warm, keeps my heart warm. Kerry Keyton.
I feel you. I feel you. I just turned a notch up on the thermostat. Call it a day.
What do you have your thermostat at?
The last since Thursday it's been on 72.
72. Wow. I
Yeah.
go 70 at no or during the day,
Yeah.
66 at night.
Yeah. The wife will turn it down when we leave to go to school, and then when it's time to come home, she'll cut it back up to 70. She likes it hot or likes it cool, so
Well, it's for sleeping. Yeah.
she likes it cool, period.
The covers, man.
Well, yeah, you get it. It's like when you get in the water. If you get in cold water, if you just stand still, your body creates a berm around yourself where you can actually stay function. But as soon as you move a little bit and it breaks that,
Yeah.
then you get well. Once you get in the bed and you get in your covers and like you said, you get snuggled in. Just don't move. You'll be all right. Soon as that toe
Yeah.
pops out from underneath, though, look out.
Look out, baby. All right. Lot to cover. We're going to start off touching briefly about college basketball, and then we're going to go into some football issues, and we'll give Indiana their flowers by the end of the show for an incredible season. But 5 days from now, Friday night, Breslin Center, Michigan State. Okay, Michigan State yesterday absolutely obliterated Maryland. I watched that. I had that on monitor 2. Monitor 1, I was watching Nebraska because I wanted Nebraska to come into Ann Arbor Tuesday night undefeated, as they will. And they're 20-0 and playing against 18-1 Michigan, 2 top 5 teams. It'll be a classic game.
Yes, sir.
But Friday night is Michigan State. Michigan State will have a warm up act at Rutgers. In Piscataway, they'll devour them. But would you do this for me, Kerry? If you had an option, would you take a split? Michigan State. Would you agree to a split? I mean, I know we have no control over it. Would you settle? Would you be happy with a split? Or are you going to get greedy and you think Michigan State can sweep Michigan?
Well, I think whoever they're going to win on their home courts. I
agree.
Because it's just gonna. I think Michigan has a better chance to win at Breslin than we have a chance to win at Chrysler.
That's a fair statement.
Because
and I agree with it.
They score the basketball better than we do.
In flurries, but I'll tell you what, and physicality is a sporadic thing for Michigan. And
yeah, they're not the toughest.
State right now. I mean, Michigan State, from a physicality standpoint, they're clicking right now. They got it cooking.
Oh, absolutely.
And they got a lot of moving parts. Might be a little bit deeper than Michigan. Well, Michigan's deep. They're both deep. They're both, they're so comparable, and they also like to push the ball. They like to run.
But they better have 3 of the better younger type referees, because it's gonna be speeding up and down the court all day.
Because if DJ Carson, that tall, bald guy, if he's on the crew, first of all, the game's over. I mean, Michigan State wins.
That's the guy.
His crew is bad. He's bad. He's just bad.
That's the guy. He looked like He'll Have Eyes. That
he
guy
looks like
bald-headed guy.
Bald-headed Lurch from the Addams Family.
Yeah. The Hills Have Eyes guy. Yeah. I don't know. He's not good. Him and the little muscled up steroid guy.
He's all jacked up, dude, man.
Yeah, he's terrible. And then high knees. If high knees doing the game, I'm not even watching. I'm not even gonna watch because he makes me nauseous.
Who's that?
Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch.
Well, Gus Johnson will be doing the call. I think it's on Fox. So that
Oh,
it has to be a sound off.
Everybody will be screaming anyway.
Well, yeah, whatever. So
every kind of close dunk will be
Oh yeah. It'll be, and it's Tom Izzo's birthday. He turned 71 on Friday.
Right. And like I told you,
it's gonna be great. I mean, this is so cool that Michigan State, and they're more similar than they ever have been, ever that I recall. Deep, they like to defend, they push the ball, very similar. So
like playing each other.
They could play 4 times, and I'm not exaggerating. These two home and home, Big Ten tournament, NCAA tournament, potentially Final Four. So strap it up, baby. You know,
I mean, it could be MSU 2000 all over again with Nebraska and Michigan and Michigan State in the Final Four. You know.
Oh yeah, we had 3 Big Ten teams. Yeah,
the way they're playing.
I tell you what, though, Nebraska is the Indiana of basketball, like Indiana was for football. This team that has come on, they've never won an NCAA tournament game. I don't believe. I got to check that. Yeah, they just don't. They haven't had that. When you think of Nebraska, I actually think more of women's volleyball than anything, because football, they say, oh, it's a football school. Bullshit. How long ago? I mean, Turner Gill is a long time ago.
I mean, Frank Solich is eons ago. They haven't sniffed at being relevant in football since Coach Solich left.
You're right. So, so it's going to be great. So that's basketball, football. Okay, so Friday night before the Michigan-Ohio State game, I got to hang out with the beautiful people. You know, my theme in life is it's always fun to hang around people that are wealthier and more successful than you are. So I got invited to this big donor thing in Michigan Stadium at the Roth level. Up in the stadium, they have this at level 4 where they have wedding receptions and university functions and graduation.
Just like Spire Stadium.
Yeah, same thing. Now that's how a lot of these big time programs are using their facilities. So they have the lights on the stadium.
Maximizing your facilities to make money.
So revenue generation. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I go to this thing, and I had to cut out early because I had to get over to Chrysler. My buddies all stay, KB, and William Ryan had to stay. So they said you listen to Kyle Whittingham speak and the defensive coordinator. Why? Because Trey Burke had a press conference with John Beilein, and I had to grab some content before the game. So I didn't hear him, but I heard what he said, and I heard what Ward Manuel said. Okay. And Ward Manuel was working the crowd, table to table, doing the politician grab.
Trying to keep that job.
Well, keep the job and bringing in the money. Because he opens, so Ward opens the little speaking part with the importance of NIL support, contributions and things. And he said, this is what he did. This was very creative and strategic on his part. He opens up with, Ohio State 2 years ago had $10 million in their NIL money fund or whatever. Last year they had $20 million. This coming year, $40 million. And he basically he plays a challenge. Okay, people, open up your checkbooks. because this is how the game is played. And that's where we're at.
That's how it is now.
Yeah. And you hear rumors that Mark Cuban threw like millions and millions of dollars at Fernando Mendoza, like to come back for one more year, which why would you come back? I mean, my God, the guy, you end on a good note.
I mean, the only because he's going to have to go to the Raiders. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That might make you not want to go.
That's true.
But the rookie contract, there's reasons to stay in college as a top tier player, but there's reasons to go to the NFL. If you're going to go to the NFL, be number one pick, he's going to get the money. He's going to make more money in the NFL. But if you're really good and you making, $1 million, which is like $500,000 after taxes, blah, 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 but you're going to be a second round pick, well, you might want to stay in college then because the perks are better there.
Yeah, if you're a first round pick, baby, you go. Go. And he's going to be the first round pick. He's got Tom Brady as a part-time. Tom Brady's not going to let him down. He's one of the owners of I'm serious. I would go. But it just shows you, and this is my point I'm going up to, why there's going to be a shift change. The SEC dominated college football the last 3 decades, 2.5 to 3 decades, because they paid their players, right? We all know that. And the passion level and the other things. You're a king if you're a star at Alabama, Auburn, LSU, whatever. Sure. But now with NIL money, it's how powerful your donors are and how deep their pockets are, right?
Well, I'll take it one step further. It's not even just the NIL why they were paying the players.
Or the collectives, all the paying the players.
But why the SEC was able to dominate, they were able to dominate because they could get all the players.
Well, they have the advantage because in this regard, because the high school football feeder system, the high school football caliber is so exceedingly higher for the most part in the South.
Right, but I'm saying they were able.
Pennsylvania and a couple others, but that's about it.
Nick Saban was able to get all the players and keep all the players. That's the difference.
Right.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with everything about the portal. They're getting it fixed. They're fixing it a little bit. That's the difference maker in the SEC now. Like, okay, he can't have Derrick Henry he can't have Julian Saying sitting on the bench behind people.
Yeah. You can't.
Those guys are gone.
You can't stockpile.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's the real difference.
That's a perfect example. Julian Saying. You cannot do that. So my theory is this, is that Big Ten alumni are not only smarter, because the schools in the Big Ten, for the most part, blow away the SEC from an academic standpoint.
Oh, yeah, no question.
They're more successful because in the SEC, there are 3 schools: Vanderbilt, obviously, Georgia, and Florida. And the other schools are piece of crap academic institutions. Let's be real. You can breathe and get in those schools. So those 3 schools are comparable to the Big Ten because all Big Ten schools are top level, in my opinion. And data supports that.
Absolutely. The numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. And because of that, they got more successful alumni. And for people up here, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. And I think that's going to change where the portal fed by NIL monies and the collectives and all the trappings that go with it, enhancing your facilities. So Michigan State, what they're going to do with Spartan Stadium and all that stuff. And, they got Greg Williams serving up $401 million. Things of that nature. I mean, those are difference makers. Totally.
For sure. No question.
I think you're going to see Big Ten domination, and the Big Ten has had 3 national titles in a row, and I think that could continue. Don't you? Your thoughts?
Absolutely. The money is there. The players want to come play for winners. Now you got 3 winners. Other teams are improving. They're doing better. So, like you said, the only thing that could really stop the Big Ten from being like that upper consistently from top to bottom is really, in my opinion, would be like the weather.
Yeah. The
Because
weather. Hey, I forgot what. Hey, I just thought one because I got a lot of UT. University of Texas is in that category. So there's 4 that would be a Big Ten. Can't forget Texas because I keep forgetting they're in the SEC.
Yeah.
Now.
Right.
Oklahoma, no. Not a chance. So, and there's a lot of oil money down there too.
A lot of oil money, baby.
We're seeing that with Texas Tech, and we saw with Boone Pickens at Oklahoma State. We saw all these money.
It's money. That money that's got money.
And that's why Tony Petitti, that piece of crap commissioner the Big Ten has, wants to expand it to 24 teams for the playoff, which is insane. And because it's all about, he's a TV guy. When you're a TV, that's his background. He wants to make money. He doesn't think about the players. But, they got a commissioner who sucks. But other than that, the Big Ten is solid. And your thoughts on Indiana? Were you happy for Indiana? Were you indifferent? Where were you on that game?
I mean, I wasn't sad. I wasn't, indifferent is the word. I mean, I watched the game. I'm watching the game just to watch the game.
I wanted a close game, and I got a close game. So
absolutely.
I got what I wanted.
I don't think it. Miami was one big playmaker away. They missing the field goal hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give up the quarterback run.
That's a guy making a play.
No question. But you got to know to go spread and go 5 wide, quarterback draw. I'm yelling it at the TV, my damn self. Like, okay, quarterback draw. Hello, like, okay, who's coaching? Who's doing what?
Well, Miami's really talented, but I don't think they play all that smart all the time, quite frankly. And
that defensive coordinator run around like chicken with his head cut off. Like, man, just coach the kids up. But then again, then at the end of the game, you're running routes with no flats, with no flat. Play cover 2. You gotta run 1-7, stuff like that. You gotta have somebody in the flat.
You gotta take what they're giving you. When they're giving you.
Yeah, the corner's just running flat because he has nobody to play. So of course he's going to intercept the ball because he has nobody to threaten his area, whatever. But no, it was a great game. I enjoyed it, and I'm happy for them. I'm glad they were able to. It would have been sad if they didn't go 16-0 and win, because then it's like the season's a failure. When it's not a failure.
Yeah,
but I'm happy for them, and I was nice to see the coach. He had a great halftime interview. Very informative. He spoke his mind, but he wasn't. It wasn't condescending towards the young lady. So I'm happy that he's, and winning does that. Did the same thing to Nick Saban, because Nick Saban was a jackass when he was a coach at Michigan State. He was not a nice person at all. But when you're winning, you win the 6 national championship, you get a little bit softer. You don't have to be as much of a jerk.
Well, Nick Saban matured in his 50s and 60s more than he did when he was younger. Well, in that 87 team, the guy was a prick, man. Let's be real.
Well, yeah, I saw it every day. But even when he was coaching there, you'd go to a practice or something, or you'd see him in a hallway, and you're walking into Duffy, and people, 2 or 3 guys that that he coached, that he knows you, you know him. And he just walks right past you, don't even speak. Like, damn, man, are we invisible?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Kind of thing. But you get them natties in you, softens you up a little bit, makes you a little bit more, nicer. So I was happy to see him be. I only would say would be more humble, just a nicer person. You know, take the chip off your shoulder. Look, not enough to where you are willing to, not put the hammer down, but just be accepting of, grace and allow people to give you compliments and say thank you and go about your business.
Well, part of it is, and my longtime radio and TV partner, Jack Ebling, has told me the story, and I chuckle every time. After the Rose Bowl win over USC, the '87 team, Nick Saban's in the locker room. Look at the stat sheets. Jack's in there, and he's got a cigarette, smoking like a fool. He's looking at this stat sheet, just dropping F-bombs, pissed off. His team just won the first Rose Bowl since the 50s, okay? Since Henry Bullitt era, right?
Right.
Or Dave Kaiser kick in whatever the year it was, mid-50s. And he's pissing and moaning for what his defense gave up in the secondary. He was a DB coach. He's one of those never happy guys, which make great competitors.
Sure.
And end up winning 7 national. I mean, that's how he was wired. But back then, yeah. Look, just for a moment, once you with your players embrace what you accomplished, you ended up a season 10-2.
Just be happy.
Yeah, you made everybody happy. You made all these incredible number of Michigan State alumni and fans happy. You're sitting there with a cigarette coming out of your, pissed off. Nick Saban. Cheers.
In a nutshell. Oh goodness, the things
right.
we do, the things we remember.
Great podcast. So
I watched it.
Go ahead.
It's funny you said that because I was watching a clip on the phone, and it was Terry Bradshaw throwing a bomb to Lynn Swann.
And that was the '76 Super Bowl.
Well, no, it was just a game in 03 River Stadium. Right. And he's running so fast, it's an overthrow, but there's a friggin' cars in the end zone.
Oh, I know. I've seen that clip.
And he has to jump up over it, and then he falls on his back, and it's like, what in the hell? Why is there friggin' cars out here?
That's the Three River Stadium back in those days.
Yeah.
Just everything to commercialize. That was before, big jumbotrons, and you just put the product around the.
And I said it to Coach Blackman and Coach Carruthers. I'm like, look at this mess here. Like, why? And I said, there's probably a guy standing over there on the side smoking a cigarette, talking about, hey man, why you step on my car like that? It's like, what in the hell is going on here? What are we doing? Why are there cars just parked on the football field? Just unreal. But yeah, back in them days, man, them guys, all them coaches smoking cigarettes outside the locker room at halftime, all that.
Yeah, that's right down to the last little morsel.
Right, you're smoking the butt, man. Let that thing go. The filter does not taste good. Let that go. Oh my goodness, those were the days.
Yeah. All right, man. Great job. Stay warm.
Stay warm. I gotta get my crew together. Snow patrol. I gotta go out here and shovel some snow here.
All right, you get her done. Put a hat on that. That dome of yours.
Oh, no question. I got the hat. I got the 2 jackets.
Yeah.
Heated gloves. All that.
There you go. And we talk next Sunday. We'll break down Michigan State basketball, baby.
Ooh, it's gonna be on and popping in the Braz, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. In the Braz. I mean, it will be 12 degrees outside around tip-off time. Be about 84 in there. 84.
You want to know, because you know how tough our Michigan State kids are. They're standing out in line at the bars last night and night before in negative weather with T-shirts on. That's
what they do.
Frothing at the mouth.
That's
so
what they do.
Friday night in the Braz, look out. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
All right. Till next time, as Carrie always ends it.
Go green.
Go blue.